What's up, you fools? Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel, and it's time to wake up. You know what that means? It's Belgium's turn to be targeted in our Eurovision expert panel, where we review all the songs throughout the Eurovision 2019 season, share our thoughts and our scores at the very end, and then we'll see where it ends up overall in our ranking. As pointed out, the singer Eliot is going to perform Wake Up, internally chosen by the broadcaster.
I came to fight over you.
Interestingly enough, he was a surprise choice, a lot of people are saying, because he was not very well known previously. I know he was on the show The Boys, but certainly not as, known that. Seems to be a recurring theme lately in Eurovision to use those participants. Is it going to work for Belgium? We have to wait and see. Last year, they had a good run at Eurovision for a few years. Last year, they missed out qualification, even though, in my opinion, with a really good song. But that's also 2018 and water under the bridge. Let's focus on the song in front of us, Wake Up. So, Sebastian, did it wake you up?
Yes, of course, but I'm also wondering if this song is really to wake up. Because quite honestly, this song has some structure which give us ballad vibes, some popular social message of what young generation wants from the people who are ruling in their country. So this is really complicated song in a very positive way. This is the kind of advantage of the song for me, that we have some story on the background. It's not about love and about nothing at all, or about everything. So this is quite for sure very good for Belgium entry this year. I have a feeling that I have more connection last year with Senek's song. I think it was stronger entry for Belgium. But in this case, what we have this year in the Tel Aviv, in the whole running order of the songs, I really dig the entry. I really think that he's a really talented guy, especially at this age. So it also means a lot. And this song is really, really beautiful ballad, which takes you to another level, to another world, to another landscape. In case of music memories. So I'm absolutely okay with that song, and I keep my fingers crossed for this young gentleman.
All right. Now, I hear what you say, when we make those puns about Wake Up, obviously that's just the song title. It's not about him actually literally, wake up everyone, it's 8 a.m. It's really just, more like a metaphor. It's the same with like Italy Soldi when he thinks about money, but it's not really about money per se. It's just kind of more like a tool to kind of get to the message of the song. And that's the cool thing about music. I'm kind of with you on this. I personally connected also with last year's song a little more. And I remember watching Belgium this year. I put on the video and I was like, I'm kind of bored. I'm like, I don't know. Because I knew that a lot of people were like, you got to watch Belgium. It's really good. So I did the video and I'm like, what am I missing? Then I came back a few days later to do my actual review of it. And I was like, I don't even remember the song per se. Let me listen to it again. And I was like, okay, now, wait, I actually do like it. Why did I like it the first time? So somehow I do believe, and you pointed out very well, it puts you in a specific mood. And I think maybe I wasn't in the right mood to appreciate the song. And that's what because I remember I was kind of more like, I guess not in a good mood, but certainly a little bit more like a hectic mood at that moment. And that song did not really jive with my anxiety at that point. So it really was like, I get it. I don't want it. And then listening to it, I was a little bit more like in a right place. I was like, yeah, this is actually very pleasing to my ears. Now, I'm still thinking it's not the most remarkable, outstanding song arrangement-wise, but it's very pleasant, very soothing. Like, I just want to lay on the couch and relax. And you can say maybe that's not the best thing for Eurovision, but there is a place for it if it's done right. It will come down to the staging, of course. But I do like it. Will it be at the top of my list? Probably not, but I can see why people enjoy it. So it's a thumbs up from me overall. How about you, Robert from Poland? I love always saying that.
Well, I totally love this entry. It's one of my favorites. Spoiler alert. What can I say? It's a very beautiful ballad, kind of, but not a usual ballad that we see at Eurovision. And there's something really interesting about it because we had that kind of and then not that explosive chorus, if you know what I mean, with the melody, the music, and that's exactly what I like about it. It kind of stands out to me, and that's why what I liked about this. And then goes the special, unique vocal technique by Eliot. I forgot the name. Yeah, it's really cool. Every dot connects to me. I can't wait for the staging. I have no idea what it can be like, but I saw the Instagram story of Eliot, and he was singing there on a rehearsal, and it sounded amazing. So I see much of a potential here, and yeah, what can I say more? I just can't wait to see it.
All right, words of praise from Robert from Poland. Moving on to Robert from the UK. Wrap it up.
So
what is it?
This one, I kind of had. I think I had a similar experience to you, Matt. When I was first listening to it, I was like, this is fine. It's far from painful to listen to, but why are people talking about it a lot? I'm not really seeing a lot here. But I have to say, I maybe wrote down my opinion and gave you my score for this song a little too early, in all honesty, because over the last few days, boy, I would say this has been my biggest grower out of any song this year so far. I've been getting into this. First, as I say, I just thought it a bit unremarkable. I mean, the verses seem to drag a little bit for me. And whilst there's a good beat in the background which pulls the song together, I just kind of wish it did a little bit more during the song at times. But slowly but surely, I'm beginning to kind of accept that, and I'm beginning to really amplify in my head the bits I do like. So the punchy style of singing in the chorus, or the I came to fight. It's just like dang, 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 and I like that. I like using the voice as a hammer. It's great. And I think that I'm beginning to look past the things I dislike about the song, and I'm just enjoying the stuff I like a lot more than I was originally.
Yeah.
So, a spoiler alert from Robert from the UK as well. The score that I've given this out of 10 for the video, I think now is a little bit harsher than I would do were I coming at this with fresh eyes.
And in some ways,
I don't think it's perfect, but there are, I don't think it's perfect, but I think that there are a lot of elements here which I really enjoy, and I think he should do quite well with it.
All right. And I hear what you're saying. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have the votes locked in early, because at Eurovision, you also don't get to, listen to it for 3 days. You're gonna, the first impression is very important. So, again, these are rankings, and, they only tell so much. So don't people watching take it too seriously. But with that being said, let's talk about the scores anyway, because that's what we're here for. So why don't you go ahead, Sebastian? What's your score?
I think the huge advantage for this song was that it was released in this very early moment of releasing entries. So Belgium, at this very moment of releasing this song, have no strong competition. The last wave of the songs, the last tsunami of the songs in the March gave us so many great entries. So Belgium is quite good situated in this year releasing system and season. And for me, as I said, it's pretty good song, and I'm really hopeful for Belgium this year, and I will be optimistic, much more optimistic than I'm gonna be probably with most of the countries this year. So for me, 8 points.
Oh, 8 points. That's a good score. Yes, mine is not quite as high. As I said, it was initially actually below average, but as I said, after the second time I listened, or third time, I was like, I do have an appreciation for it. I still don't get super excited about it, but I see the appeal in it, and I can see why people like it. For me, it's a 6. 6 points from me to Belgium. Robert from Poland, I think we're expecting a high score from you.
It's a very high score. I must admit that except for his extremely talented Eliot, then there's his adorable look, his charm. I think his charm is gonna bring many, many votes. But yeah, the song, like I've said, is very special to me. So I have to give it a 10 out of 10.
Ooh, 10 out of 10. What went wrong there? No, that's really good. So, Robert from the UK. I know you
Well,
said your score's a little lower right now. I mean, it
Yeah,
was before.
So, indeed, that's true. But I do actually agree with one of the three people who've already given their score. So, as I say, coming from the perspective a few weeks ago when I ranked these and sent them in, the song, it just had a little bit too much in the verses that was just falling a little bit flat. The chorus, whilst excellent, it was just the chorus which was excellent. And so, as it had nothing I disliked around it, I was happy to put it in the category where I kind of call solid entries with enjoyable, but there's nothing amazing. And so I agreed with Matt, and I gave it 6 out of 10. I think now I would be closer to the 7 out of 10, possibly even 7.5 out of 10.
Wow.
As I
Yeah.
say, it's going up for me. But 6 is my score for this.
All right, so there you have it. Overall, not a bad situation. So let's find out what Belgium's score is overall, not just between the four of us, but all 20 plus people that have voted in the poll. And the final score for Eliot Wake Up is 6.73. And I was actually slightly surprised, me personally, even though I only gave it 6, I expected this one to go a little higher, actually, like 7 something. So seeing 6.3 was like, okay, maybe I was too harsh, maybe I wasn't, but no. I mean, I wasn't the only one, clearly. So that was my first impression. Now, gotta go to Robert from Poland. You wanted to see that one a little higher?
Well, yeah, I'm a bit surprised. Like, it's not that bad to give it, like, you know, below 7. It's a solid entry.
Yeah. It's interesting because I'm looking, again, I will post all of those scores on in the description box. There will be a link. I'm looking at the scores right now of each member, just glancing it over. There is not a whole lot of low scores that were given. It's just a lot of people just gave average scores to this one. I think there is this group of people who just felt like Robert and I did initially and gave it just like an okay score. And then there are a lot of people, a good amount of people who were like really in love with it. And it wasn't enough to get like a super high score. And that is, I think, what's happening. But there's not a whole lot of dislike against this song. It just seems to be a little bit more, you know, on the I'm okay with it kind of scale. But that's what we have, 6.73 for Belgium. You'll be able to find out the entire ranking where Belgium ends up overall as the results keep coming in. You can also vote in our poll. There is a link in the description box to the article. Vote there, and there will be a reader's poll and a poll ranking as well at the very end, and we'll see who will like it better, us or you. Anyway, we got to move on. There are so many more reviews to be done. On to the next video. Have a good day.